So with Hillary Clinton being hammered by Bernie Sanders and even by Martin O'Malley about her Wall Street ties, you would think that she would maybe pump her brakes a little bit with these big money fundraisers. But no, it's Hillary. Hillary gonna Hillary. So Zaid Jilani of The Intercept reports on this, quote, despite being dogged with questions about her ties to Wall Street, Hillary Clinton will take a detour from the campaign trail in Iowa to do a finance industry fundraiser on Wednesday. Clinton will appear in Philadelphia at a gala fundraiser hosted by executives at Franklin Square Capital Partners, a $17 billion investment fund. Please, Hillary, tell me more about how you're for the little guy. Really appreciate that. So one of Franklin Square Capital's investment funds, the FS Energy and Power Fund, is heavily invested in fossil fuel companies, including offshore oil drilling and fracking. And as Secretary of State, Clinton worked to spread fracking around the world. So they say that she's going to be getting $1,000 a head at this event, and it's a $27,000 bundler, as they call it. You know, she says her plan is tougher on Wall Street than Bernie Sanders' plan. She says it. It must be true. Yeah. My ass cheeks. Let's get everything straight here. Bernie Sanders wants to break up the big banks. You can't get harder than that. He wants to bring back Glass-Steagall, which led to a stable economy for a very long time, for decades. It was when we repealed Glass-Steagall that we started having more of these crashes and more instances where the government rushed in and bailed out Wall Street firms. So we have one person who's taking no money from Wall Street and who actually wants to break up the big banks and re-regulate them in a real way. And then we have Hillary Clinton. We've shown the charts before. There were charts of how much money Hillary Clinton has taken from the health industry, and this was in the time in between being Secretary of State and running for president. This is just speaking fees. So yeah, Hillary Clinton in 1992 was for universal health care, and she's not today. Why is it? I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that she took damn near $3 million from the health industry. So she's going to do their bidding, and they don't want universal health care. And when it comes to Wall Street, same thing. Speaking fees. Near $3 billion. $3 billion. That's funny. Actually, it's not far off. Near $3 million for Wall Street. But get this. Speaking fees between her and Bill from 2001 until today, how much money? $125 million. Good googly moogly. Good googly moogly. $125 million? $125 million in just speaking fees from 01 until today. But don't worry, she's not going to represent industry, even though her and Bill took $125 million from industry and put it directly into their pockets. She's not going to represent them, don't worry. And again, that doesn't even include this stuff. But this isn't included in her speaking fees. This is included in campaign funds. So that doesn't include all the money that she raised for her campaigns, her various campaigns, whether to become senator or whether it's for her presidential run today or in 2008. It doesn't include that. Her corruption is almost immeasurable. I mean, and all that stuff doesn't even include the Clinton Foundation. A whole nother area of legalized bribery. Now, again, you can argue, and it's true that, well, the Clinton Foundation does some good stuff, so let's keep everything in perspective here, and perhaps it's a good thing. But just know that it's the Clinton family's foundation, and they're taking tremendous amounts of money, not only from multinational corporations that want to set policy in the U.S., but also from foreign governments. They take a lot of money from the Saudi royal family, and then lo and behold, when Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State, you approve a multi-billion-dollar weapons deal to the Wahhabi terror state and the Saudi family so that they can bomb civilians in Yemen, and you look the other way and pretend like it's not happening. She is the establishment. The idea that she's going to fight against the establishment is absurd. And media, where the fuck are you? Crickets. I hear nothing but crickets. So you have the debate, you have the discussion like, well, you know, Bernie Sanders tarred her with being close to Wall Street, and they present it as if it's an open question. But she just went to another fundraiser, a big money fundraiser with a $17 billion investment fund. You think you might want to cover that? No, don't cover that. Don't cover that. That would prove Bernie Sanders' point. That would get the establishment a wee bit mad. Instead, you should run headlines about how Bernie Sanders says he's going to raise taxes, even though you took it completely out of context, and he said he would net save you money because you wouldn't have to pay price gouging private insurance companies anymore.